Do you know that one of the biggest threats right now in the world is air pollution? It not only affects the people around us, it actually affects every one of us in the earth. Air pollution not only happens at the outdoor area, but in indoor as well. According to scientific research, respiratory viruses can be transmitted via air. That's why we think that it's very important to not only have outdoor air quality improve, but indoor as well, because we spend more time in indoor area. So here, ladies and gentlemen, it's really my honor to present you a beautiful lady, a specialist to tell us more on how to improve indoor air quality.
Hi, come in.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Sien.
Hi. Taking good care of the environment and try to eliminate as much as possible the environmental triggers are very, very important. I feel that because my girl has got allergic rhinitis, so normally she sneezes in the morning and then she has this quite significant blocked nose. So after placing this unit in the bedroom, I can see significant reduction in terms of this nose block and this sneezing episodes in the morning.
Yeah, so let's put it this way, prevention is better than cure, and it's even better if you do not need any medical assistance in this.
Yes.
This is the atmosphere sky.
Correct, yeah.
So like what you have mentioned to us before, like you have 2 units here, another few units at home. How many in exact?
I actually have another 4 units of this size atmosphere at home, and one mini is a newly launched product too.
So what actually gives you the selection on the atmosphere sky?
In selecting a good unit of this air purifier, we have to look at the filtration, the efficacy of filtration, and then the particle size that can be filtered, and also, of course, about this, we call it CADR, the clean air delivery rate. So when I got to know about this unit, I was actually very impressed about the size of the particles that can be filtered. So most brands in the market, we call it as a standard HEPA. HEPA is this high efficacy particulate arrestor. Most brands in the market are standard HEPA, 0.3 micron, but this unit is actually 0.0024 micron. This is 125 times smaller than the usual brand, but this is really working towards the extreme, 0.0024. For instance, this is actually 30,000 times smaller than a strand of our hair, the diameter.
A strand of hair?
30,000 times smaller. That's where the efficacy comes from.
Actually, I would like to find out what is the common diseases that we have among children in Malaysia?
Mainly related to infection. So we do see patients, let's say with fever, coughing, this flu, diarrhea, vomiting, almost a daily basis. Another large group would be these diseases related to allergy, which in medical term we call atopy. For instance, eye allergy, nose allergy, this is allergic rhinitis, and then skin allergy.
I see. Well, may I know why they have this infection? What's the reason of this infection?
The infection is mainly due to this transmission of viruses and bacteria, mostly from the air. Now we also have some airborne diseases from droplets in the air, and also contact from surfaces. These are the commonest routes of infection.
Is there a way to kill viruses or bacteria in the air, the airborne type?
The airborne, maybe not so much on killing the viruses and bacteria. It is to reduce the viral load in the air by maybe allowing this good ventilation. Good ventilation is the key. So in settings, maybe indoor with a combined area, we have to sort out with other maybe a good unit of air purifier. This is what we use to try to reduce as much as possible the viral load and also the rest of the contaminants. Actually, not only about the viruses and the bacteria. There are a lot of other contaminants that we can't see. So the rest would be this dust related. You know that you have mentioned air pollution. So about PM 2.5 and all these particles, small or very tiny or big particles, all are possible contaminants in the air.
Sien, I have a very last question for you. As a child specialist, how do you think environmental phenomena affects human health?
In terms of health, actually genetic factors play important roles, but not to forget about these environmental factors. Because in the past, we may not have that much of pollutants and contaminants in our environment, but nowadays we have to really recognize the existing of this polluted environment. Yeah. So that's when I realized there are a lot more for us to do. There are some limitation for us that we can't change the environment of these household settings. So that is the responsibility of the caretakers as well.
Totally agree with you, Sien, as we always believe that it's very important for us to identify the roots of problem and prevent it, because prevention is always better than cure. Once again, thank you, Sien, for joining us here. It has been a fruitful session.
Thank you so much for having me. You're most welcome.